I used to think that if something was wrong, if something was hurting me, I would just leave. It sounds simple when you say it out loud. If someone disrespects you, you leave. If someone hurts you, you leave. If something doesn't feel safe, you leave. But when you're actually inside it, it's not that simple. Because it wasn't just a person I was attached to. It was the version of myself that existed with them. It was the routine, the familiarity, the emotional home my nervous system thought it found. And walking away didn't just mean losing them, it meant losing the version of my life too. When people talk about toxic relationships, they usually focus on the obvious parts, the red flags, the disrespect, the betrayal, and logically you can see it. You can sit there and list every reason why you should leave. You can talk to your friends about it, you can journal about it, you can cry about it, and still stay. And that's the part that creates shame, because you start questioning yourself. Why am I still here? Why is this so hard? What's wrong with me? But what I didn't understand at the time was it wasn't a lack of self-respect. It was nervous system attachment. My body had learned to associate them with emotional safety, even when they were the source of emotional pain. And that creates something called trauma bond. The hardest relationships to leave aren't the ones that were always bad. They're the ones that were good and slowly stopped being good. Because in the beginning, everything feels safe. You feel chosen, seen, understood. Your nervous system relaxes. You start building routines together. You start imagining a future. You start integrating them into your identity. And then slowly, something shifts. Maybe they become inconsistent. Maybe they become distant. Maybe they become reactive. Maybe the emotional safety starts disappearing. But it doesn't disappear all at once. It disappears in waves. And those waves are what keeps you attached. Because just when you start to pull away, they come back. Just when you start to detach, they soften. Just when you start to accept reality, they remind you of who they used to be. And your nervous system holds on to that version. Not the present version, the past version, the potential version, the safe version, and you stay, hoping it comes back permanently. What I didn't realize at the time was that my nervous system wasn't responding to consistency. It was responding to unpredictability. Because unpredictability creates intensity. And intensity can feel like connection, even when it's not. When someone pulls away, your nervous system goes into threat mode. You feel anxious, restless, hyper-aware. And when they come back, your nervous system feels relief. And that relief feels like love. But it's not love. It's relief from distress. And over time, your body becomes conditioned to chase that relief. So you're not just attached to the person, you're attached to the emotional cycle. The leaving and returning, the distance and closeness, the pain and relief. And breaking that cycle doesn't just feel like loss. It feels like withdrawal. Leaving isn't just emotional, it's biological. When I finally left, I expected to feel immediate clarity. But instead, I felt disoriented. There were moments where I missed them, even though I knew why I left. Moments where I questioned myself. Moments where the silence felt louder than the chaos. And that confused me, because I thought clarity would feel clean. But healing isn't clean. It's layered. Your mind can understand something before your nervous system catches up. Your mind can know that you're safer without them, while your body is still adjusting to their absence. And that doesn't mean you made the wrong decision. It means your nervous system is recalibrating. It's learning that peace is safe. It's learning that calm is safe. It's learning that you don't need unpredictability to feel connected. The moment things started changing, the real shift didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly, in small moments. Moments where I realized I wasn't checking my phone as much. Moments where I realized my body felt calmer. Moments where I realized I wasn't living in anticipation anymore. I wasn't waiting for emotional stability. I was living inside it. And that's when I understood something important. I wasn't weak for staying. I wasn't naive for believing in the good parts. I was human. I experienced connection. I experienced attachment. And I experienced the process of outgrowing something that no longer felt safe for me. And leaving wasn't the end of my strength. It was the beginning of it. If you are in this space right now, where you know something isn't right, but leaving feels impossible, I want you to understand this. You're not broken. Your nervous system is doing what it learned to do. It learned to attach. It learned to hope. It learned to stay. And healing isn't about forcing yourself to stop caring overnight. It's about slowly returning to yourself. It's about creating safety within yourself. It's about choosing peace even when part of you still remembers the chaos. And eventually, your nervous system stops looking for them and starts recognizing you as home. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. I'm going to be sharing more about this process, especially what happens after you leave, and the part no one prepares you for when they come back. You can subscribe if you want to be a part of that space. No pressure. Just know you're not alone in this.